Hello, Professor. My name is Carlos Eduardo Becerra, and I'm going to talk to you about why do we love repetition in music based on the video that we had to watch. So, first of all, an important point to highlight is the mere exposure effect, and what it consists of is that basically you like better things that you have seen or heard before, and this not only applies to music but to everything. I mean, you can watch a commercial on TV, and I mean, at first you may not like it because you just don't know it, but when time passes and you start hearing it more frequently, you start to getting the hang of it. So then it's also that and repetition in music makes your brain think of what is to come. So yeah, I mean, when you heard something that you know, your brain starts to think or try to guess what is about to come, what comes next, and yeah, also, and music. I mean, we love repetition in music because it invites the listeners, that means us, to participate or, I mean, take part of the experience. This means that, I mean, when we hear a song, I mean, it gives us like a boost or an impulse to maybe sing it or dance it. I mean, that is the interaction that music provokes in us. And also, every time you listen to something you have listened before, you focus on a different part of the song or the thing that you're seeing or listening to. And it's a different experience every time because, for example, in the video they gave an example of how a song at first you just kind of like it, you just like the rhythm, but the second time you focus on how the guitar makes it more interesting, the drums, the voice of the singer, and that kind of stuff. And then they mentioned something that is called semantic satiation. That is the, I mean, it basically is that repeating something makes you stop focusing on words and shift your attention to other parts of the sound. I mean, of the song itself, like the pitch or the instruments, as I was saying before. And yeah, I mean, and also when it's talked, when it's spoken, sorry, when you hear something that is being repeated many times, like they gave an example that was atlas, atlas, atlas. So I mean, when a little time passes of you hearing it, and it starts to seem like it's being sung. And also, and as to connect with what I was saying before, repeating sounds appeal like more musical. And they made an experiment and they played to lots of people songs that didn't have a lot of repetition in its sound, and others that were digitally altered to make the repetitions in its content. And people said that the ones with repetition were more likely to be made by humans, or they were like more enjoyable. And yep. And lastly, I'm going to talk about my personal experiences with this. And when I was a little child, I was in elementary school. When we, when the bell rang, I mean, we didn't have like a bell, but they played some Colombian songs. So I mean, I didn't like it at first, but after a while, like many days passed, and I learned the lyrics to that song, and I started to enjoy it because I heard them like every day, and I relate them to the fact that I was going on my break. So yeah, basically that's my personal experience with this. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.